Resistance bands is one of the greatest things you can use in fitness and in arm wrestling. If you train from home, or you travel, or you come to the gym, this is a great way to substitute any cable pulley system. Get a set with many different variations. They will last a long time if you're nice to them, and you can do a lot of exercise. In this video, we're going to talk about what I would call Toproll exercise. So I'm going to show to you guys some of the back pressure Toproll based exercise you can do with resistance bands. Just one workout, many workouts, it's all up to you. So as you can see, I have 3 different bands here and from 3 different heights. So this is the thing that you can very easily play with, because you can change positions, you can change directions, and then you can add vectors to it. Bands are great for one simple reason. It gets harder further you are. So more I pull, heavier it gets, right? And in my opinion, they're very safe to work with, because the worst thing, you can't move, you just go backwards, right? There's no real tension. You can develop many different things: explosive power, strength, endurance, everything with resistance bands. So let's start some of the exercises. So the classic variations is the things that you can always do is back pressure. And what I really love here, you can do many different positions. You can just work on your back pressure, having an angle set up like this. You can put it over your pronation and you really focus on some different positions of the pronator like this, winning. You can put it over radial domination like this on a riser and really work on your riser. And you can find ways to work with it, and it will get easier, it will get harder, and you change the bands. So positioning again matters. I would say all the defensive positions comes from the bottom, especially if you're a little bit sideways. All the attacking positions comes from the top, because let's say it doesn't matter. If I'm going to work on my supination here, I'm going sideways like this. If I'm working on my Toproll, my pronator like this, it's working like this. All the back pressure exercises should stay here. All the maybe a little bit weirder variations should go up there. Where it gets really cool with bands is when you can add some different vectors. So how are we going to set it up? We're going to set it up like this. So I have one band there and I have one band here. So this will go on my pronator like this, and let's say this will go on my riser. Ooh, this is a great variation. And I just go backwards. So more tension you want on one place, the harder the band should be there. So now my pronation will have more tension than my riser, and I can really work on these positions. I can work statically and just sit here and wait and then do small movements, or I can do big high reps if I want, like this. But playing around with the band, creating a tension from different positions is really great, because most cable systems will not give you that. They will not. You can also add this to a cable system, but you need to figure out where you're going to add tension. So let's say for me, when I arm wrestle, a lot of times I get turned in. So my pronation is not working really good together with my back pressure. So this is where I want most tension. I want the pronator to feel here more tension than anything else. And I can work on my defense like this. I can work on my offense like this. It really depends on you, what you want to do. But for pronator moves, for everything, this is great. You can play around where you put it, and it will create different tensions. So I like this wrap over the wrist, and I can work my pronator here. I can do it with my wrist straight, in wrist straight position. I can do it like I'm in a deep hook position, where I have it turned in, and it will build different positions. So you can take a video, look how you arm wrestle, maybe look at the position where your arm was when you lost, try to replicate it with the bands. And it really, you can work out all those things. You can put it around the wrist, let's say like this, and then do your pronations like this. This creates great tension. You can do it from front. You can close the angle, so now you can go backwards like this. I'm gonna try it here. So you close the angle and you go backwards. So this is what we would call defensive toproll. You can open up, so now the angle stretches like this, and you do it like this. So there's so many different variations how to play around with this. Not so long ago we were at Mindaugas in Denmark, and he showed some of his favorite variations. We're gonna go there because I have a spot where you can do them, and I'll explain them. Again, I'm playing around with the angles and how they're gonna hit it. What Mindaugas really like to do is just to walk. He puts on a band and all he does is just walk backwards. What I really like about this is gradual increase in tension. So if you start doing it, sometimes you're gonna go just this far, then you do the other arm, and then next time you do it, next set, you can go further. You're like, ooh. So it warms up muscles really well. It develops this, what I would call static strength and explosive strength, because I can just go really fast backwards. That means my muscles have to tense up almost 100% really quickly, and just stay here. Another thing that is great about this one, when we train our back pressure, most of the time you try to isolate this, but it never isolates when you arm wrestle. When you arm wrestle, you want your back be pulling back. This exercise makes you pull your arm closer, and you are limited by your arm opening up. So if I do this, my arm starts to open up, like I know that's the limit, right? Most of the time, your back pressure will be weaker than your back, and that's what you want. But this is a great way to work those things together. Changing the angle, again, changes things. If you go very low and you go like this, again, it hits you more from the bottom. The attack on the back pressure is much, much harder. This, I feel more, I'll be honest, on my lats. This, I'll feel more on my back pressure. And just changing these things, amazing. So you can work your riser, you go back. Sometimes I'm now incorporating these exercises because I feel like really great way to warm up and really wake up your body, because in arm wrestling, it's all about, especially if you do ready goes, it's all about how fast your muscles can contract. The speed is not just speed, right? It's your ability to go from 0 muscle contraction to 100, right? And this is a really good variation that builds it, because you have to, and you don't have to think about it. The muscle has to do it, which is even better because it builds it unconsciously. So great variation, put it however you want. Over pronator, again, open up the angle, close up the angle. Really don't, like, it's all depends on you. Over the palm, over the riser. Don't like it like this. Use it like this. You want it just like classic, where you're a little bit hookish, right? Your arm is turned 45 degrees, goes through your wrist a little bit, and you go like this, and stay, and go backwards. Want to do your statics? What I really like is I'll go here, and I will just lean back. I'll lean back and see how long I can hold these positions. But just a great variation to add to your training. When we did it with Mindaugas, people thought he's trolling. What the hell is this? But there's also, I really feel like there's a lot of benefits. The way that I do it is I'll do 3 to 4 reps each arm, like this. I'll go front, I'll go back, and each time I'm trying to get as far as I can. I will set up something like, I know, like if I get this far, I need extra band. So I don't want to break this one, so we'll just add extra band or a stronger band. 3, 4 sets. If you're warming up, 2 sets, just like you'll do 3 reps one arm without changing other arm, then you do a little break, do another one, and you'll be fine. And you will feel like you warm up so well, so easily. And again, you can change positions, be more side pressure oriented, be more here, all those things. Resistance bands are a great tool. I can show you some things that we can do for side pressure that would, let's say, more of a inside moves. Let me know in the comments section. Let me know if you try these exercises as well. Stay strong. Love arm wrestling.